Pumpkin pie pancakes. Need I say more? These guys have got all the yummy flavors of pumpkin pie and light fluffy pancakes. Top it off with a bit of apple and walnut compote, some crispy bacon if you like, and dress it in lots of maple syrup. And you've got one hell of a breakfast that I would pay really good money for. So you need to start off with some roast mashed pumpkin. Make sure it's roast, not boiled. You can either freshly roast the pumpkin like I've done, or if you had roast pumpkin for dinner the night before, that would be perfect. And if you don't have pumpkin, you could always use sweet potato, or in New Zealand we like to call it orange kumara. I can't be bothered mashing it in a bowl, so I'm just going to mash it on the tray. Place your roast pumpkin into a blender with a banana, 3 eggs, some vanilla, salt and a bit of brown sugar, and then some milk. And blend it all up until it's nice and smooth. So it's kind of like a pumpkin pie milkshake. In fact, if you took out the eggs and you added in some spices like nutmeg and cinnamon, it makes an awesome drink. Pumpkin pie milkshake, don't judge it until you've tried it. Sift some self-raising flour, baking powder and spices like cinnamon, some mixed spice and a little bit of fresh nutmeg. Then make a well in the centre and pour in your pumpkin mixture. Now all you've got to do is whisk everything together until it's a nice smooth pancake batter. And that is the consistency that you're looking for. Now it's quite a good idea to leave the pancake batter for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes just to give it a little rest, and that way you're going to let the gluten rest and you'll get nice, really tender, fluffy pancakes. If you want some bacon with your pancakes, you could always grill a few slices of bacon. So grab your largest non-stick fry pan, melt some coconut oil or some butter and cook about half ladlefuls of pancake mixture, and you'll probably be able to get about 3 or 4 pancakes in the pan at the same time. Do you want a sneak peek? So when you start to see lots of bubbles on the surface of the pancakes, that's telling you that it's just about the time to flip them over. And it's important that when you're cooking the pancakes that the heat's not too high or else they'll burn. So just kind of keep it on like a low to medium heat and be patient. Set the pancakes aside on a plate and put them in the oven to keep them warm. What's really handy is that you can make this pancake mixture the night before, leave it in the fridge, and then when everyone wakes up in the morning on the weekend, they can just make their own pancakes. So once you've cooked the pancakes, let's make the apple walnut compote. All you need to do is toast some walnuts in the fry pan, add a bit of coconut oil or butter, the chopped apples, some cinnamon, with a little bit of brown sugar as well. Fry that up a little bit and then we're good to go. To serve these guys up, just stack your pancakes on a plate, add the bacon, the apple, the walnuts, a little bit of coconut yogurt or some mascarpone on the side, and then just drizzle it all with some maple syrup or apple syrup. Look at these babies. Yeah, I know that you're drooling right now too. So I'm just gonna go over there and dig into these. This is like the perfect mouthful.